see.
Welcome, guys, to the world of magic. New tricks to blow your mind, and as always, guys, okay, tricks from Copperfield, okay, with the Grand Canyon, also tricks from Paul Daniels, the freaky electric chairs, also magic from Ottavio from Italy, and also Eastern European magicians as well, and tricks to bend and blow your mind, okay, guys. Let's vlog this video as always, guys. Superb magic from sunny Essex, sexy, sassy, and cool. Let's vlog this, guys. Here we're gonna go. So relax always, guys, what magic over here. Superb magic by Ottavio, superb Italian magician, with a very good version D, the lovely kind of triangle box, okay, the girl gets cut clean in two, with a very bit of fast pacing magic from Italy. Superb Italian magic here, the wonderful Ottavio, with a wonderful triangle box, lovely stuff over here. This is fast and smooth and very well done, with a bit of sexiness too. So here's the triangle box with the superb Italian magician, that is, wonderful Italio belly. Check this out. This is Sister Revenge, actually. But this actually, I think, is again an Eastern European version. I think Eastern European area is Sister Revenge Illusion, if I can say it. Sister Revenge Illusion. Girl, guy, change places really, really fast. Okay, guys turn up. Girl, change places really, really fast in the cave. Superb magic over here. Wonderful Sister's Revenge Illusion, performed by a superb couple of Eastern European magicians, okay, in a wonderful, sexy, sassy, leather clad kind of version, very fast version of the classic Assistant's Revenge Illusion. This is really fast, actually, very cool as well. Have a look at this, is really, really nice. version of ring penetration, actually, guys. Get a pole full of rings, okay, guys. The girl gets in and out of the rings, okay, by magic. Super magic over here. A couple of magicians, actually, from Eastern European areas, okay, guys. Here it is, okay. Super magicians, I think, from Russian areas, or Eastern European areas of the world, actually. With a super version of a tall pole and loads of rings in it, and the girl penetrates in and out of the rings, okay, by magic, okay, guys. Super magic over here. Real rings, real girl, okay. Very sassy, very sexy. But a super magic Eastern European areas as the girl penetrates in and out of the super rings. Very good magic over here. This is superb bit of fast magic with the rings and the superb couple of guys. Ring penetration. This is superb. Check this out. Great Illusionist series. I'll just turn the sound off as well because it's great. This is because 40 years ago, Copperfield stairs over the Grand Canyon course, looking at the Grand Canyon. Amazing stuff. 40 years ago. This is from 1984. Amazing. 40 years ago. Copperfield looks at an older man because he's 24, 25, 27, I think, when he filmed this. And amazing. He's 27 years old. And it's Bonnie Tyler, of course, there singing the song. I Want to Be a Hero, of course. I think it was a big song, wasn't it? Gets real image, of course. There he is, levitation. Superb levitation here he does. And I love the way this works with the moving flowers. So this is superb levitation right through here as well. Done beautifully. No strings, no wires, no mirrors. It's really great levitation, actually, this one. I love this one. And you see really clearly, you can see very clearly that there's nothing around him. And Very visually, very well designed. It's actually the bit behind the hoop at the front. It goes through the hoop at the front here. Very well done indeed, as you can see, and sets off in his course. Okay, over the Grand Canyon there. Superb stuff, isn't it? And of course, a lot of people love this illusion. Some people hate this illusion. It's a very controversial illusion, of course, because some people obviously thought it was a camera trick. Some people thought it was a real bit of magic. Is that is that a real person, or is that a real person flying the Grand Canyon? Don't know what it is. And we get a few good close-ups as well. They'll probably put in later, won't they? Superb close-up there. Copperfield flies the Grand Canyon. They're very good indeed. Lovely cinematography, good camera work here, of course. And it's very convincing, actually. Very convincing of him, isn't it? Over there. I say this is not a camera trick. This is actually a real illusion, actually. Though some people didn't like it at the time in 1994. It can be a bit of a laughing stock, but nevertheless, it's still quite a funny illusion, actually, here, isn't it? Very good indeed. Very impressive bit of work, actually, that, isn't it? Bonnie Tyler, of course, is back in the bay. Of course, the whole illusion works very well on the design of that area there, with the background and the hoop at the front of the chairs. So it's all part of the mechanics of how the illusion actually works. Of course, it was really a pop video. The idea of this was to create kind of pop video with a big illusion. They wanted to do something like the Statue of Liberty, but really big again. The idea was to do a pop video. That was the idea. Do kind of big magic. That's the idea. It's not 40 years ago. It's the era of it. It's big magic area, big magic, and that's the idea. Copperfield was doing big illusions. If you can vanish Statue of Liberty, you can do something like levitate over the Grand Canyon. That's the idea of this idea. Of course, some people thought it was a bit absurd. Here it is anyway. Again, another extreme close up, of course. And this again, there's not a camera trick. Very good bit here. He flies right into the hoop and into the arms of Bonnie Tyler. There it is. Okay, very good indeed, isn't it? There it is. Again, very well effective in levitation there. This employed two different methods. Okay, one method for the takeoff and landing, one method for the actual levitation of Grand Canyon, of course. And they get a lovely cutaway introducing the show, Copperfield number 6, 40 years ago, 1984. Superb bit of magic there. I love it. That's a good bit of magic there, isn't it? Because it's not a great illusion. It's a very entertaining illusion, not the best of all time. But it's quite an amusing illusion, nevertheless. And Copperfield, of course, was the big magician. He was doing big magic at the time, and he thought he could do anything at this point. He'd already done the airplane, the Statue of Liberty, and that was the time to do something big, and that was to do something a bit wacky and crazy, which was to levitate over the Grand Canyon. Silly, crazy idea. Someone thought it up and thought, let's just do it. So there it is. Bit of clever magic, employing two different actually magic principles to make the levitation actually work, okay, but it's a very good bit of magic. Is that a real person flying the Grand Canyon? I don't know. Nevertheless, it's quite impressive but goofy, funny bit of pop music, MTV-ish 80s magic. Paul Daniels over here, 40 odd years ago, 30 years ago. Paul Daniels, Britain's biggest magician, of course, 30 years ago, 1901. He was performing a trick illusion that went really well in his show, the West End show, It's Magic in the 1980s. Is Paul Daniels, Britain's best magician, bald-headed guy with, short 5'6" funny magician, common magician, but a brilliant magician too. Paul Daniels, big legend of magic in the United Kingdom and famous around the world, famous in Canada, Australia, actually, in many places. Here he is doing the Electricchair routine. I love this routine. This is the Electricchair, where the guys get electrocuted, basically. A couple of guys, real guys out of the audience, not stooges, sit down in two chairs. He gets a bit of some tissue box out, Kleenex tissues, and he gets the balls out. He makes the balls disappear, paper balls disappear. At the same time, he does that with making the guys get electric shocks and jump off the chairs. It's a great trick. I used to do myself in cabaret 20 years ago, and it's a great cabaret trick. Here he is. He's vanishing the ball. Remember, these guys are not stooges. They're real members of the public. Okay. He vanishes the ball on his fingertips, doing the paper balls over the head routine. It's a funny trick where paper balls disappear and actually go over the guys' heads. It's a very funny little routine. The guy, of course, doesn't know what's happening. He's sat in the chair. Daniels gets out. As the next paper ball out. Okay, the guy sat with his legs together. 1, 2, 3. Whap! Look at that electric shock. It's good, isn't it? Here he goes. Paul Daniels did this routine in his stage career from the mid-70s, and he did it he held the record in Britain for the longest ever running magic show in the West End of London, 1981. He had an almost 2-year run in the West End of London. He was doing it again, and he did this trick every night in the West End for 2 years virtually. And it's a great trick, of course. And look at that again. Wow, another electric shock. Not stooges, real chairs as well. This wasn't fake chairs either. It's a great trick, isn't it? Goes over again. The guy's checking the chair out, of course. So he made a lot of money out of this trick because it's a great trick. It's a great illusion, and you need to patter this trick. Talk about this trick. Really, it's not a trick you can put to music as such. The guy sits down again. Here's round 3. Next paper ball comes out. It's good stuff, isn't it? And yet again, alright, yet again. Whoop. The guy sits down. Here he goes. Hypnotising me with the ball. Okay. Feet together. Here he goes. 1, 2, 3. Whoop. They both go up. That's great, isn't it? Look at that. That's amazing, isn't it? Both the guys go up there. Superb magic, isn't it, there? And Daniels claims no responsibility. Then he goes to phase 2 of the illusion. This is after electrocuting the guys in the chairs. It's a great trick, isn't it? One guy gets his hands in the back of the chair. The other guy sits in the chair normally. I should think Daniels performed this a couple of thousand times in front of a live audience. He was a master of this illusion, this trick, electric chairs. He was a master of it. He really knew how to do it brilliantly. He really knew all the moves and what to do and what to say, because it was quite a tricky trick to do. Now straight away the guy stuck to the chair. Look at that. The guy immediately stuck to the chair. Wow. The guy literally stuck. He can't get off the chair. There he is. The guy, Daniel's calling him off. This guy's not a stooge. The other guy is now got his hands on the chair, and this guy's hands stuck to the chair. Look at that. His hands are stuck to the chair. Wow. It's amazing. Look at that. Both stuck to the chairs. A lovely trick, isn't it? What a great trick, isn't it, Gabe? Both stuck to the chairs. It's fabulous illusion, isn't it? They really are trying to get off the chairs. I've edited this down a bit because it's quite a long routine, this. So I'm just showing the basics of the routine. The guys are both stuck to the chairs. Look at this. Now, I've done this every night in the West End for 2 years. Amazing, isn't it? Longest ever running magic show ever in the United Kingdom. He did Paul Daniels. It's magic. And the guy, oh, bang, bang, hands come off. Look at that, straight off the chair by magic. Wonderful. And he walks off. The other guy, of course, is stuck in the chair. He's got to get him off using electric shock. Gets out of tissue. 1, 2, 3, bam, off he goes. Wow. Off the chair it goes. Fabulous magic, isn't it? No stooges, real brilliant, great magic. 2 real chairs, 2 real members of the audience. See this every night in the West End for years. It's a wonderful illusion. You performed this for many years. I saw him do this live in front of me, actually. Very close up, actually, about 30 odd years ago. And I was about 20 years old. I did a show down in the West Country in England, and he was doing he came and did a show and did that trick in front of a very small audience. It was fantastic. This is a brilliant trick, brilliant illusionist magician, Paul Daniels, 1991 that was, I think. Having performed that illusion for a good decade, and it was a superb trick, isn't it? Wonderful electric chairs, real bit of amazing electric shock kind of magic, fabulous stuff, wonderful magic, love it. Remember, guys, please subscribe, please like, okay, guys, as always, guys, and please remember, click the links below for 3 or 4 videos of magic, seriously, me doing tricks, ideas, illusions. Please click the channel, please do for that. There's lots of stuff on the channel, please do check the channel out. There's loads of videos there, seriously, guys. Meantime, look as always, guys, hi to Mum, from the hospital, also hi to Sarah and Peter, also hi to Anita, hi to everyone around the world, Marky and Raj, anyone else who's watching videos as well, as always, guys. Look after us a few more days, guys. It's lovely sunny for afternoon here, lovely SK and the sunshine, okay, lovely days, seriously, summer's coming. So see you again very soon, as always, guys. Me, Magic Mike, with more spectacular tricks. Please subscribe and illusions with me, Magic Mike. My cap on as well for the summertime, okay, because it's getting even hotter here in the UK. So see you again very soon, guys, as always. Love you all. Please keep subscribing for more magic and chat with me, Magic Mike, and illusions. See you again very soon, guys. Me, Magic and Mike, blow mine as always, and bye for now.